Okay, well, I wanted to talk about a movie that thoroughly fucking creeped me out the other night. And you know what? I started this movie by I wanted to see a movie like Nosferatu, a movie that came out recently and I saw in theaters. But I wanted to capture exactly what like that movie and watch another one like it. So I went to the old Goggle and sure as shit, it came up with the results for the Vourdalak, an absolutely twisted movie that I just can't wait to talk about. Now, oddly enough, the plot of this movie almost mirrors Nosferatu in very similar light. There's a emissary who goes to another place and is enveloped in a horror story. And while this movie has plenty of jump scares, some of which got me pretty hardcore, it's more the creep factor that really gets to you in this movie. And this is the type of movie that makes you think about it afterwards when you're just like, ugh, that kind of fucking creeps me out. You know, it's that kind of feeling that is hard to capture in movies. And you know what? They did a very good job in this movie. Now, it's a French film, so closed captioning is your absolute avenue you'll have to go to if you're English like me. But you know what? I don't feel as if that really detracts so much from the experience in movies and foreign films. In fact, it almost adds a layer of authenticity that makes it actually kind of fucking awesome. And in this movie, it really sold the plot. A lot of parts of this movie feel super authentic, and it feels like it takes you back to that time period. Although at the same time, this movie does have a feeling of lower budget. And you know, it's the type of movie that's not like this massive production. But you know what? That's the beauty of movies is that you don't need that huge blockbuster $100 million budget to make these kinds of great movies. All you need is a little ingenuity and creativity, and that's what these people did. Is they made a movie that is actually really good on a very low $55,000 budget. And you know, you can't even make that up when these are comparing to these $100 million massive productions that, you know, involve thousands and thousands and thousands of people. You know, all you need is good artistic vision, and you can create anything you could want. But to the movie itself, it embraces the macabre and the disturbing, with many scenes very muchly off-putting you. And that's kind of what I look at sometimes in the things. I wanted this exact type of movie, and I was delivered it. Everything from the French emissary and his creepy kind of clown-like appearance to the absolutely horrifying creature itself that's some type of marionette puppet. It all lends to just a very artistic movie, and it's something that you can just sit back and watch, and it's just so entertaining. And we in the West would never ever even hear of this if it wasn't for just, you know, word of mouth, or, you know, people talking about it, or things like Google that can just, I don't know, somehow magically fucking sense what you want to watch. It almost comes off as some type of folk tale, you know, something that is immersive. It's taking you there. It's telling you this kind of twisted story. It's not all about, you know, these massive sets and this gigantic plot, you know, in many ways, the way Nosferatu was. It's just a nice little condensed, disturbing little story that has some fucking really fucked up parts in it. And that's the type of thing that true artists can create, is they can come up with something out of basically nothing. And it really shows in this film how you can take and do those things. You can make something incredible if you have an idea. The acting is absolutely fucking top notch too, with the lead cast Gregor Collin and Casey Monette Klein being just fucking in their element, and they're amazing actors, and it shows that you don't need these gigantic stars and star power. It's just people can be great actors, you know, if they have their heart in the right place. And these two actors just like they just knock it out of the park. They are no different than like a Hollywood A-lister in terms of performance. So yeah, I really can't say enough good things about the Vourdalak. It's an interesting film, and I had a blast watching it. And you know what? Sometimes you just have to look at, there's so many people complain, this fucking movie sucks, this movie sucks, everything sucks, nobody makes good things. But you know what? Art is out there, and art will always be out there because there's always going to be great artists. They're passionate about something and come together with a common goal and make an amazing product. And that's what the Borderlack really is. It just scratches an itch, and it's a beautiful movie. And if you wondered if it had bizarre ritualistic vampire sex like Nosferatu, it does. So go out and check the Vourdalak today. It's a fucking interesting movie, and you know what? It's fucking entertainment.